Good evening and welcome to the Post Cafe, where the art of conversation comes alive, highlighting a new era of Poet Cafe, where artistic voices comes alive. As we welcome everyone into and across the threshold of a new beginning, we will honor the voices and faces on our second anniversary. Today's stories will mark a new chapter on the billboard of artists, writers, singers, poets, painters, and crafters, many with gifted talent, sharing stories of yesterday, today, and stories untold, poetically speaking. Welcome to the Post Cafe with Ron C. McCrae and Terry Benjamin. We will continue on our journey into a new romance novel of romance, with music as lit, of the soul and the rhythm moving the body from side to side, leaving only memories for our audience as we move forward into today's show. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Now, let's get started into our show and listen to the voices of the shadow winds blow, poetically speaking.
This is Poetically Speaking with yours truly, Terry Benjamin, and my brother here, Ron C. McCrae, and you, which is really one of the most important elements of our show. So welcome you to this Sunday. And if you didn't know it, today is International Women's Day. Okay, and that's really right in with our theme for this month, Women's History Month. Our engineer for today is Brother Jeff. And I want to put the VIP people into the VIP lounge. And so here we go. Today, we have Mary McDonald Swindell, Deborah Dozier, Isu Canty, Dennis Woodyard, Sharon Jones Casey, Sylvia Carter, Pat Hughes, Laura Flashberg, Tara Branch, Jamal Abdullah, Joanne Blount, Elliot Hale, Karen Edwards, Kenneth Washington, Dia Stone, Diane Smith, Evan Beyond Fitness, Mac Williams, Charles Porter, Deborah Hunter, Danny Rose, and Barbara Bowles Valentine Gordon. Welcome, one and all. And today's agenda is in the spirit. Love is the answer. And you might ask, what is the question? Well, the question is how to live our best life now. And that's why we often go to the Bible and we often quote Scripture. And today's theme is the fruits of the Spirit. Well, that's from the Bible, and that's from Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23. And it lists the 9 fruits of the Spirit, and we're going to explore that. Because when we talk about our diet, our daily diet, it's not just the food that we eat. It's the thoughts that we think. It's the things that we view. It's the conversations that we have. And so, again, the fruits of the Spirit fit right into that. And today's agenda, in the Spirit, love is the answer. The quote of the day is from one of us women up on the board here. And this is from our sister, a master poet, Dr. Maya Angelou. And she says, "My great hope is to laugh as much as I cry, to get my work done, and try to love somebody, and have the courage to accept the love in return." And this is from Dr. Maya Angelou. And we shared it with you because, again, it is Women's History Month, but we want to give you some food for thought. And we always go up to the wall behind us, and we call that, when we talk about those people, voices from the wall. Today, a very beautiful day, a spring-type day, and I really welcome that. I was telling my brother here that I'm looking for spring in a couple of weeks, and right behind it, I want summer. I know that may not be possible, but that's my thought. But today we're here, and you're there, and we have a great show for you, a great program. And as always, we have a segment in our program called Ron's Poetry. And I always look forward to it because I don't know what Ron is going to bring to us, but I know whatever he brings to us is going to be progressive, is going to be inspirational, and is going to be the truth. Ron's Poetry.
You know, what's important, too, also to add to that, first of all, once again, welcome each and every person. It's truly a pleasure to know that each and every person, that those who come on a regular basis and those who for the first or second time, you know, it really says a lot. And as it was just indicated, the fruits of the Spirit,
Yes.
that right there shows you and allows us to know and understand that the fruits of the Spirit is alive and well, because it's not so much of us, it's you, it's all of us. It's the wind, the air, the smile, the joy, no matter how you look at it. The fruits of the Spirit. And you look at it and say, well, okay, fine, ain't nothing wrong with my spirit. No, that's not true. Because if you're not breathing, you got a problem. If you're not drinking water, you're not hydrated, there's a problem. Right. If you're not living to the fullest in the moment that God has given each and every one of us, then are you really living? And how can you say the fruits of the Spirit? Love, peace, love, and joy. Right. Peace, love, and joy. And so that in itself, it says a lot. Right. Let me just also, you know, read this. First, once again, as we know and was introduced in, you know, Women's Month, we try to recognize each and every woman. I mean, those we never heard of, even I, myself, still looking. And I introduced this book, too, a few days ago. You know, this book here. And it's thick. I mean, it's like, you know, that in itself, I can get you a college degree off that book. You know, matter of fact, a PhD. But you know, it has history. There's women in there, and each time I go in there, I'm finding women who have done something and doing something way back then, 1911, 1800, 1600, no matter how you look at it. That's what's important. So the fruits of the Spirit is alive and well. The fact is that each and every one must continue to grow that spirit in somebody else, because you don't know what somebody's going through, how they feel, and even today. Let me read this. The grassroots of my soul. The grassroots. Deep within the core of my soul lives a powerful voice whispering that heaven is here, lifting you out of trouble and earth chaos as the winds gently blow. Comfort from the Spirit has never left you. Even when you are vulnerable, yearning in tears, you haven't lost your way or the place where you belong. Just keep your gaze fixed on the one I sent, and trust wholeheartedly in the one who sent me. The roots of my soul reminds me that my ancestors endured for my safety until the day my Savior rescued me from the distraction that threatens my faith and my ability to move forward. Thorns are sharp, and the shields of armor resist my penetration, causing the needles to stay in place out of focus. Grassroots are the foundations of the core of the entire vascular system and life, where the thinking process is trapped by ignorance and lack of awareness, which seems to embellish an illusionary reality with nothing to confirm its origin. So, how is it that one cannot fully understand how to develop a sense of focus that connects with the ability to listen carefully without stumbling over self-insecurity about the nature of the conversation? Dull thinking is a narration of misbehavior about how life has planted a seed beneath my grassroots, so that one may not misinterpret the purpose to cultivate seeds for future growth in an unstable world for regeneration. As time may just fade into nothing, leaving only the imagination that something has misled one into thinking that the pathway through life is one without direction, or crossing over into another place where space is so vast that the grassroots are sprouting faster than the mindset of one's thinking. Grassroots are rooted in the earthly seed of life, the foundational seed, the earth-shattering natural seed that reveals the true value of faith deep within the soul of believers, never to surrender to the earthly realm of false visions about what one believes. The grassroots for self-determination, rise up, go forward, and claim all that awakes you. The grassroots are of my soul. I am lifting you each and every day. Every time, everything is new and nothing is old. Again, it goes
Beautiful.
right back to the fruits of the Spirit. Each and every day, it must be cultivated. It has nothing to do with yesterday or what was said or done, whatever. Every second. As a matter of fact, just in short, even in Sunday school, we was talking about the exact same thing. You see, God has created all of us. He had blessed us. He had told us what to do. He has given us life and have it abundantly. You see, but too many want to pray to him, but yet go and do what you want to do and get yourself in a situation and then holler and cry, woe is me. Why do I feel this way? Well, why you feel that way? Because you're not living abundantly. You're not feeling the speeds of the fruits of the Spirit. You see, by eating well, doing well, smiling, laughing, breathing, etc., etc., all that plays a part.
That's right. And again, it's a beautiful thought that you brought up. And I just want to, I'm going to come back to some of more of your poetry, but since we're talking about the fruits of the Spirit, I just want to make sure people understand what we're talking about. So again, in Galatians 5:22 and 23, it identifies 9 fruits of the Spirit. And I'm going to just go through those briefly so we'll have a context for our later conversation. Number 1 is love. Number 2 is joy. Number 3 is peace. Number 4 is patience. Number 5 is kindness. Number 6 is goodness. Number 7 is faithfulness. Number 8 is gentleness. And number 9 is self-control. So these are the 9 fruits of the Spirit. And like I said, in our food for thought segment, we're going to go into it a little deeper. But I just wanted to put that out to you. I want you to have that in context. And if you have your Bible, it might be a good time to read up on that, because I just want you to be not only well-informed, but I don't want you to be lazy and just look for us to give you all the answers. I want you to do the research for yourself, okay? Because what we're trying to do, we're trying to build up a community of independent thinkers.
You know, I also want to shift slightly. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I want to read something that I will listen to, and I'm quite sure all those who have heard and know of, Sheila Johnson. You know, she is she was part owner, married to, I forgot his name, Johnson, BET, right? So naturally things didn't work out, but nevertheless, this right here, I just want to share just a little bit, because she's been on multiple interviews. She's a motivational speaker. You may not see or hear too much of her. But one of the most important things is the fact that although she had risen up to become a billionaire, a black woman, a sister, a billionaire, she owns 3 sports. I think it's 2 NBA sports, basketball, and 1, I believe, is a soccer team.
Wow.
I stand corrected. But nevertheless, 3. And I think one of the teams just won their cup. Plus, I also found that she owns multiple resorts around the world.
Wow.
And I know one of them down in Virginia called Salamander is one of the resorts. But see, the key thing is here, even though it's ass and, excuse me, she feel like a Mongol, is that it's not about her. She says she doesn't like that. She believes in being humble. She's a philanthropist. She believes in trying to help those who less, because she looks at her beginning. You see, when, as she said, and I'm only giving you pieces of it, you can look it up for yourself, and many of you may already know the background.
Yes.
But what she said, too, is that even when she was growing up, her father, who was a surgeon, they moved multiple, I think she said about 17 times.
Wow.
Why? Because her father was not allowed to operate in a white hospital. That in itself says a lot. That is really, in a lot of ways, the focus, in a sense, the appreciation of women and men across the black history, the black heritage cultures, as I said. Know the beginning. It's not where she's at now, but where did she come through? What she been through, even in the relationship. But she didn't recognize and look at that it's all about her. And she said, and I stand correctly, I mean, she has a rough time even getting to where she's at now, even on her own, pretty much. Whether it's with employees, people around her, trying to find the right this, find the right that, to get things in place, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I give her 5 stars. She is one of those sisters that really represent the legacy of our history. She had journeyed. She had come a long way. She had went through a whole lot, and yet she's still humble.
That's beautiful.
She's not arrogant. She's not aggressive, but she's just humble. She said, I don't look for that title, whatnot. It's not about that. I just want to be able to help and do it. That says a lot.
That's beautiful. Beautiful, because they say each one teach one, but I think it's even better to each one help one.
This one here, it's a lot. So I just want to give you a synopsis of it. This one is Constant Baker Motley, Judiciary Unsung Right Hero. And I'll kind of bounce around a little bit. Constant Baker Motley was an unlikely civil rights hero, an African-American who grew up near Yale University. She did not personally experience overt racism until late in high school. As a young person, she was almost totally unaware of black history. But from the late 1940s through the early 1960s, Motley played a pivotal role in the fight to end racial segregation, putting her own safety at risk in one racial powder keg after another. She was the first African-American woman to argue a case before the Supreme Court and the first to serve as a federal judge. And here the picture is, see with Dr. Martin Luther King and another gentleman. Matter of fact, let me go back. Constant Baker Motley first met Martin Luther King Jr. in July 1962 after successfully arguing the protest had the rights to demonstrate in Albany, Georgia. Lawyer William Kunstler is a Wright credited. Library of Congress, Prints and Photograph Division. So that is William Kunstler. And again, there's several pages here, but I just wanted to give you a synopsis of recognizing women that you don't hear, have not heard, and many forgot or whatever. But history is not gone. It's your history, and this is the most important. So even with the music of lit, even poetry, we try to entertain you and whatnot. This is not of today. All this is from yesterday, over the years that we have been putting in place and cultivating and climbing the ladders and whatnot just to come to where we at today. I never thought I'd be sitting on somebody's podcast, talking people through the camera. Sure, you kind of thought about it when you're looking at TV, but then the time comes when you're actually sitting in the position to be able to present yourself. And this is raw. I mean, everything we do is raw. It's straight up. This is not script. And one of the most important things, the value of the history and you and I is to be able to be authentic, to be raw, straight up.
That's right.
So again, we're here to accommodate you as you here to listen to us as we continue to grow together. And that's what's important.
Yeah. And tonight we have with us Kentu Masaba. What's up, Brother Kentu? And also we have Elliot Hale. And Elliot Hale says, amen, amen, my brother. Thank you, Elliot, and say hello to your sister. So another brother from Elizabeth.
Yeah, Brother Hale. What's that, bro? It's always a pleasure. Brother Elliot and everyone else. Seriously, we may have seen or may know past, but the bottom line is your voice is still here, your presence still here, and that's what makes a difference. I read this, but again, I still like to share the title of this. Women in Leadership, as I just read, he was Sheila Johnson, and as you know, the First Lady of one of the African First Lady of the United States was Michelle Obama. Yeah. But look at many long before her.
Yes.
Had it not been for, where would we be? Where would she have been? Had it not been for? Had it not been for the brother Barack.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But in vice versa. Where would he be had it not been for Michelle?
That's right.
See? So
it's two ways.
That's right. It's about working together,
That's beautiful.
And so let me just read this. Where do we go from here?
Good question.
Where do we go from here? Confusion has distorted my decision to unfold my whereabouts. Where do I go from here? Standing at the crossroad of life, and to make a decision is very hard. When standing alone sheltered with agonizing pain that doesn't hurt. In these moments, a voice called my name, a voice of understanding, a voice that almost caused me to go insane. But I listened to this deep baritone, clear as thunder, clear as the crisp sounds of a trumpet, blowing soft notes. I heard a sound at the crossroad, but where do I go from here? This voice spoke, and I listened. His words far exceeded my understanding. This voice brought focus at a time I was lost, standing at the crossroad looking for that lost happiness. A child with tears crying out, fractured in my spirit, misaligned in my soul. Where do I go from here? Footsteps misled me, shifting and shuffling as I slipped and slid back and forth, crumbling to the ground. But none of my pieces came apart as I lay there looking at me from the ground. I walked many miles from a place I'd never been, a place that told me to follow the stars, follow the moon, follow the sun, because no matter where you turn, they have never left you and not alone. Where do I go from here? That voice held my hand. He said, follow me, trust me, and I will show you the way to the promised land. Where do I go from here except home, where mountains rise and the plains are clear, rivers flow, honeybees sing, butterflies buzz, and dragonflies cry the moment I was free and at home. I just want to say in short, for my brother to take over, is the fact that even the fruits of the Spirit, you have to listen and understand, because every time you hear those words, and even at the end when we come with the closing with the 9 points, you have to understand, where do you go from here? No matter how you look at it.
That's a beautiful thought. And we have Evangeline Mobley, and she says, it is beautiful what you're saying. I'm Evangeline Mobley, and I hear what you say. Evangeline, thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening. I want to go into our next segment. It's called Mind, Body, and Books, where I present some books from my own personal library. Today, a very special book that I'd like to present to you for your consideration. I'll try to offer you a fiction book and also a nonfiction book. And so my fiction book for this week is called An American Marriage. It's a novel by Tajari Jones, and she was in New Jersey for quite some time, and now she's living in Atlanta. And I just want to read from the back of the book here. It says here, a captivating love story that is also a clear-eyed look at the effects of injustice in contemporary American life. Tajari Jones's novel gloriously chronicles three people who are bound together and separated by forces beyond their control. As newlyweds, Celestial and Roy are living the American dream. He is a young executive, and she is an artist on the brink of an exciting career. But after Roy's incarceration for a crime he did not commit, Celestial bereft and unmoored, turns to a childhood friend and Roy's best man, Andre, for support. As Roy's absence drags on, Celestial faces soul-wrenching decisions about balancing loyalty with independence, desire with social and familial expectations, and what is right, what is fair, and to whom. Gripping, timely, and masterful, An American Marriage looks deep into the souls of people who must reckon with the past while moving forward with hope and pain into the future. Now, this is An American Marriage was actually published in 2018. Also, it was recognized in Oprah's book club. Now it's 2026, and Tajari Jones has a new book out, and it's called Kin. And this is from today's New York Times. And I only buy one paper a week, and I buy the Times, it's a big paper. We read it all week. But again, I love that paper because it not only has a review of the book, which I soon plan to read, but it also has an interview with the artist. And she is 55 right now, used to teach at Rutgers University. And she says here, in her first book, it says, thanks to American Marriage, Jones, who had been teaching fiction at Rutgers University for a decade after stints in Texas and Tennessee, headed back to Atlanta. And she says here, I got a new job at Emory University, and I have an endowed professorship. I have a house, I have a porch, and I can help my parents. And so, again, that is the goal for many writers, to definitely earn enough money to take care of your people. And it doesn't hurt that Oprah has endorsed American Marriage, but also she endorsed the new book, Kin, that is out now. The second book that I'd like to present to you is nonfiction, and is simply titled Different Shades of a Mother. And this is from Angel LaRavette Williams Hawkins, and this is from 2025. It's a book of many stories from many different women. And this is a book that you really enjoy because a lot of women are right here in New Jersey. And the last book that I'd like to present to you is a classic. This book I obviously had for some time. Matter of fact, this book is from 1988 and is entitled Beauty from the Inside Out, A Guide for Black Women. And this is from Laverne Polis. Again, it is classic. And again, there's some endorsements for the book, from the back of the book. And this is from Marilyn McCoo, singer, actress, and TV personality. And Marilyn says here, what a marvelously comprehensive guide for black women. In every chapter, Laverne discusses our special beauty needs. I thought that I knew all the beauty secrets, but from this book, I've learned that there are new exciting techniques that I had not dreamed of. And this second quote is from Suzanne DePass, former president of Motown Productions. She says here, beauty from the inside out has been thoughtfully researched to remind us that proper nutrition and exercise are vital to beauty. Career women will especially appreciate the encouragement to care for ourselves inside so we function successfully outside. And so again, a classic book from 1988. But ladies, again, it is still relevant because, again, it's still to help you be as beautiful as I know that you can be. And so now it brings me to another segment that I enjoy very much. And this segment is entitled Music is Lit. Again, music is literature, and especially when I read it to you as poetry. And so this is a classic. And this is from 1966. And this is from one of my favorite artists, Nina Simone. And it's from an album that she released at a time called Wild is the Wind. And this is a song written by and recorded by Nina Simone. And the song is very familiar. I'm sure you heard it before. And the song is For Women. My skin is black. My arms are long. My hair is woolly. My back is strong. strong enough to take the pain inflicted again and again. What do they call me? My name is Aunt Sarah. My name is Aunt Sarah. Aunt Sarah. My skin is yellow. My hair is long. Between two worlds I do belong. My father was rich and white. He forced my mother late one night. What do they call me? My name is Sophronia. My hips invite you, my mouth like wine. Whose little girl am I? Anyone who has money to buy. Who do they call me? They call me Sophronia. My name is Sophronia. My skin is tan. My hair is fine. My mouth like wine. Whose little girl am I? Anyone who has money to buy. What do they call me? My name is Sweet Thing. My name is Sweet Thing. My skin is brown. My manner is tough. I'll kill the first mother I see. My life has been rough. I'm awfully bitter these days because my parents were slaves. What do they call me? They call me Peaches. Four Women by Nina Simone. Aunt Sarah, Sophronia, Sweet Thing, and Peaches. I want to talk about another woman, and this is a woman found in a song by a group from New Jersey, as a matter of fact, from Jersey City. And they call themselves Kool and the Gang. And again, I was able to meet many of them, especially before they passed. Two brothers, D.T. Dennis Thomas, and also Brother Ronald. Again, Kool and the Gang. And this is a time when James J.T. Taylor was the lead singer. And this song is from 1983. And this song is entitled Joanna. And it reads, Joanna, I love you. You're the one for me. I'm in love, and I won't lie. She's my girl and always on my mind. She gives me her love and a feeling that's right. Never lets me down, especially at night. So I'm going to do the best I can to please that girl and be her only man. She picks me up when I'm feeling low, and that's why, baby, I got to let you know, Joanna, I love you. You're the one for me, my baby. She's the one for me. She's the kind of girl makes you feel nice. So I'll try my best to do what's right. Take her for a ride. Everything's fine. Joanna, I love you. You're the one for me. Search so far, search so long to find someone to count on. Now I feel I've got it right here. Found it in you, baby. You, my dear. We can do all night. So nice. We'll have it all. And everything will be all right. I'm promising you, take it from me. Take it home, baby. Take it home, baby. She's the one for me. She's the kind of girl makes you feel nice. I'll try my best to do what's right. Take her for a ride. Everything's fine. Joanna, I love you. Yes, I love you. You're the one for me. Believe me, baby, when I say, Joanna, I love you. And the last song that I want to read for you is, again, it's a song from a particular era and a song with a particular idea. I think about Ron, the women in the neighborhood that were really sort of pillars of the neighborhood, and all the kids could go to them for help and for advice. It reminds me of the lady in this particular song, and it's from 1974. It was recorded by the Spinners, and the lead singer was Felipe Wayne, and he also had a lot of ad-libs at the end. I'm not going to try to do those, but I'm going to deliver the message as he sung it. And so the name of the song is Sadie, and this is Sadie by the Spinners from 1974. And it starts with spoken word from Felipe and goes into the song. And so he says here, in a world like today, it's a rare occasion to be able to see young mothers like the ones that we were around when I grew up. But they live on in memory to quite a few of us. And this song is dedicated to those who cherish that memory. Early one Sunday morning, breakfast was on the table. There was no time to eat. She said to me, "Boy, hurry to Sunday school." Filled with her load of glory, we learned the holy story. She'll always have her dreams despite the things this troubled world can bring. Oh, Sadie, don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Place no one above you, sweet Sadie. Well, 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 living in the past. Sometimes it seems so funny, but no money will turn your life around. Softer than cotton candy, stronger than Papa's old brandy. Always that needed smile. Once in a while, she would break down and cry. Sometimes she'd be so happy just being with us and Daddy, standing the worst of times, breaking the binds with just a simple song. Oh, Sadie, Sadie, Sadie Mae, don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? She'll love you. She loved us in a special way. Well, well, well. Place no one above you, sweet Sadie, living in the past, living in the past. Oh, she's never sinning. In love, she's always winning. Yeah. My. Sweet Sadie, don't you know we love you? Living in the past. If there's a heaven above, I know she's teaching angels how to love. It's a mean world without you. Don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Oh, how could anyone ever doubt your lovely word? Ain't it funny that in the end it's not money? It's the love you gave us all. Why do the good leave so soon? Don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Place no one above you, sweet Sadie. I love you, Mama. Place no one above you, sweet Sadie. Oh, let me just try living in the past. Just try one more time. And though we were poor, she tried to love us that much more. Have you ever? Don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Place no one above you, sweet Sadie. Oh, the premier of ladies living in the past. Sometimes I feel so alone, but I know I got to go on. That's what she wanted for me. Don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Don't you know it's going to be hard sometimes? Place no one above you, sweet Sadie. Oh, Sadie, living in the past, and although my mama's no longer here, her memory lingers on. Just let me run. Let me go. Don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Well, well, well. This feeling won't let me be living in the past. I'm going to keep on moving. I'm going to keep on grooving. Sadie, don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? So those songs, again, talk about women and ways that we can relate. You know, it's so funny that we have so many songs with women's names, and we need to sing those songs as loudly and clearly as we can. And so again, remember, For Women by Nina Simone, Joanna by Kool and the Gang, and Sadie by the Spinners, and which brings us to our last segment, is called Food for Thought. And again, this is from Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 to 23. And I just want to reiterate those fruits of the Spirit. And the theme today is, in the Spirit, love is the answer, but also these other, I mean, it's like a beautiful meal. And these are the ingredients in that particular meal. And so it's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These are the fruit of the spirits. And I'm sure you're very familiar with those, Ron, being a Sunday school teacher and just being a man of the word. And I really appreciate you for that.
You know, to tie in what you just named out in the bullet points, I want to come back to this because this expression of the late Justice Motley, her expression, it looks like a smirk, but that smirk is a soft, warm, loving smile of gentleness.
Yes.
She endured what you and I cannot begin to imagine, even though a lot of us was here during the latter part of her life. But let's look at, in short, her journey. And I just want to read something that ties into all of that, that speaks to me to say that she is and she has represented those bullet points. The spirit of her labor, the fruits of her labor, the joy, the love that she endured during time of hard time. So let me just read this, and I'd like for you to take that and apply it. And before I do that, because as you also read with the song many know, Sadie, it had nothing to do with money or anything else, but it was about the word.
That's right.
No matter how you look at it, the fruits of the spirit, the fruits of your labor, love. She was adamant about it. She was strong about studying the word, knowing that the Lord has brought us thus far. We may not have much, but it's because of him.
Wow.
Motley's legacy has receded with time, at least outside the federal judiciary, where she is revered by the many judges and clerks she mentored. During Black History Month, she is celebrated far less often than Thurgood Marshall, whom she served as a key lieutenant, and Martin Luther King Jr., whom Motley represented at a crucial moment. I have to confess that I knew very little about her when I was in law school, said Laura Taylor Swan, who served as a law clerk for Motley and later was a fellow U.S. District Judge in Manhattan until Motley's death in 2005. In the process of applying to law clerk with her, I've learned enough to know that she was someone very significant to our country's history and to the history of my people. As a frontline lawyer for the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund, Motley personally led the litigation that integrated the universities of Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi, among others, overcoming Southern governors who literally barred the door to African American students. She opened up schools and parks to African Americans and successfully championed the rights of minorities to protest peacefully. While proud of her career, Motley rarely called attention to it. She had a very modest personality, said the U.S. District Judge Ann Thompson. She wasn't a person to steer the conversation in that direction. It will come up, but only because others will ask her about it. In 1998, Motley published an autobiography, Equal Justice Under the Law. On one subject, she revealed her inner fire, the sting of racial discrimination. After a childhood largely free of overt racism, Motley experienced Jim Crow laws firsthand while traveling by train to a college in Tennessee. In Cincinnati, Motley was ordered into an aging, rusty car marked colored. They put that in emphasis.
Yeah, colored.
She wrote of the experience, although I had known this would happen, I was both frightened and humiliated. All I knew for sure was that I could do nothing about this new reality. Two events put Motley in a position to dismantle the segregation laws she abhorred. The daughter of a working-class migrant from the West Indies, Motley could not afford higher education. While speaking at a community center, she impressed Clarence Blakesley, A New Heaven. And I just want to stop there because it ties into Women's Month. It ties into all the women we recognize and those who you have not heard or we're still learning about. It's understanding their story. no matter how you look at it. It's understanding their story.
Yes.
And sisters, right now, this month, as we celebrate you and brothers, every brother that's listening, it's important to come together to reunite, because she didn't say only for women, only for girls or whatnot. She said minority student, African American, who was barred from these places, colleges. We talk about the HBCU, but is the HBCU talking about what their ancestors, our ancestors been through to open up those doors? In my opinion, my honest opinion, there's no such daggone thing about Spelman all-girls school or Morehouse all-boys school or men's school, whatever. The bottom line is about coming together to unite and understand how those doors was opened by somebody who endured what you cannot begin to imagine. And the exact same thing still exists today, just in a different fashion, but the exact same thing. Discrimination still exists, live and well, right in front of your face, and many walking around here talking about they free. You're not free until there's equalness across the board, and you are recognized for who you are as a human being, male and female, brother and sister, and not based on your color.
That's beautiful. Also, I just want to welcome Tara Branch. She says here, good evening. Glad to be able to join you. Thank you, Tara. Thank you for tuning in. And she's been with us for a couple of weeks, and I appreciate that very, very much. But Ron, you make a good point, because, again, is women across the board. I don't care if you are prominent or not so prominent, if you're known or unknown. We celebrate you all, because we know that women, especially in this country, especially at this time, are going through some very tough things, and a lot of it is actually through the law, changing the law. You know, they abolished Roe v. Wade, and now women are struggling to have abortions if that's what they need. You know, again, we live in a country that's so rich, but they can't afford to pay for our health care. We should have universal health care. Nobody should be able to say, well, I'm sick, but I can't afford to go to the doctor, especially when you're sending millions to other countries, especially when you're spending billions on a war that did not have to be. And so, Ron, you know, it's just so sad. We live in a country that doesn't look at the people inside the country and help those people first. America should become first in America. And I don't know why that's so hard to understand. I don't understand that.
It's all about greed and power. Greed and power. The love of money is the root of all evil, the love of money. And see, this is the issue. Even when you read about Sadie, we didn't have money. Our ancestors didn't have much then, but they had determination to bonafide, to come together, to build something together collectively to serve the Lord.
Yes,
because that's where all the hope, power, love, and joy, and peace, and harmony comes from. And keep in mind, he said, I will never leave nor forsake you. That was a promise. How many of y'all promised something and all of a sudden, before I finished, y'all done broke your promise? You know, no matter how you look at it. So again, all those whose mothers who are still here, those who have mothers and grandmothers and aunts and uncles of age that's still here today, 80, 90, and over 100, it's a blessing. But what are you doing to carry their history, their legacy from when they was a child?
That's right.
They've been through something that they really haven't explained to you. And you think that today society wants you to believe that there's Alzheimer's and dementia and whatnot. No, those are the stories that they're trying to wipe out, but they can't. But they're trying to tell you that you don't even listen to.
Wow.
You don't sit and listen to your aunts and uncles or grandparents or older brothers and sisters. You don't listen because you keep saying, well, you know, they're old, they're getting old. No, they're not getting old. They're just being denied. The exact same manner, just like when many deny a child. No matter how you look at it. You don't want to hear that child just crying. Go sit down someplace. No. Listen to that child. Because you don't listen to yourself.
Well, and again, those, what I call are seasoned citizens, they know all these homegrown remedies that can help you a lot. Norman E. Bradley just checked in, and we know him as Norm, the General. As a matter of fact, he's the one that's got us on this platform. And again, brother Norm, I can't thank you enough, man. I appreciate you so very much. But Ron, like you said, man, there's so many things that we can talk about during Women's History Month. And it all comes down to gratitude. Of the 9 fruits of the Spirit, they don't have gratitude, but it really should be included, because gratitude, you got to be thankful for what you got.
That is key. And we talk about it in Sunday school and church, the pastor talk about it all the time. It's supposed to be a norm. There's many walking around past you grumbling, mad, and upset.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do your part, thank you for opening up thank you for whatever. Thank you. Lord, just when you wake up and open your eyes, thank you. I confessed this morning. I said, yeah, I'm guilty, because one of the most important things, the moment you open your eyes and you're breathing, you're supposed to say thank you. Whether you call him God, Allah, Moses, or whoever. God said, I am that I am. You raise your eyes, lift your head, your hands, breathe in that air that he given you to say, thank you for what you have given me.
Thank you.
For this morning. Lamentation 3:23 says he renews our spirit every morning. See, yesterday is gone. A second from now is not a promise. But every moment you wake up, say, if nothing else, thank you. We thank you.
Thank you.
You thank us. We bring to you. You bring to us.
That's
We're
right.
thankful for that.
Thank
and as
you.
you indicated,
Thank you.
brother, I always say, had it not been for it, Brother Norm, absolutely, for the opportunity to come here, no matter how you look at it. We have a lot of people on this show coming to you with a lot of different perspectives, a lot of women, a lot of sisters, and that's what's important. Be thankful for what you got.
That's right, right. And it's so funny, man. We're down to the last 5 minutes of the program. So Ron is going to take us out, but I want to thank you for joining us, and I want to thank you for continued support and telling other people about it, because it's working, because I see a lot of new names coming into the audience, and I thank you for that. So Ron, what do you have for us?
It's so much I can go over. And again, what's important is, again, as I read and as we all know, the National Negro Anthem, lift every voice. If nothing else, don't even have to read into the whole thing. Matter of fact, let me do this, because this is important. Lift every voice and sing. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven rings. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the roaring sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our people sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the sighting of the slaughter. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the bright gleam of our bright stars is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who has brought us thus far on the way, though our haste by thy might, let us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, we pray, lest our feet stray from the place, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee, shadow beneath thy hand. May we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land. You know, it's so important. We can repeat continuously, but it's each individual to be reminded of your history. His story, your story. Your history is all those who have somebody, a loved one that's still living with you or among you. Reach out, say hello, how you doing? Hey, brother, sister, auntie, grandma, granddad, or whatever. Many may be in our society and life or eyes may deem to be sick or whatever, but look at them still here today. You have so much to be thankful for beyond your own comprehension. Love is the foundation of the world. 1 Corinthians 13. You may have the gift of many, but if you have not love, you have not done nothing. The second commandment is love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you don't love you, well, it's understandable you don't love nobody else. But love is the foundation. It has nothing to do with whether you know somebody or you don't anyone. Christ, who, as we know, those who follow him, even Moses and the prophet Muhammad, no matter how you look at it, they was crucified in a lot of different ways. Why? Because of the world, because of the attitude of the world. Don't be part of that group. Continue to read, to learn, to know, and understand who you are so you can lift someone else up better than yourself. Love somebody. Peace, love, and joy. That's what the Spirit is all about. Peace, love, and joy. Greet somebody. Say hello. Lift somebody else up better than yourself. No matter how you do it. No matter how you look at it. That's what's important. We are here today because of you. You are here because of us. Us don't mean myself and my brother here. It means those before us. This doorway, Storm, and everybody else, the engineer, everybody that come here, and every single podcast that African American or any podcast that's out there, that somebody is able to demonstrate and feed the audience, especially of who we are and what we're going through today, because you cannot begin to imagine what's coming down the pipe, because it's already in place, no matter how you look at it.
And this has been Poetically Speaking with yours truly, Cherry Benjamin and Ronald C. McCrae. We come to you on Thursday from 6 to 7 and on Sunday from 5 to 6. Again, we thank you for joining us, and we invite you to come back again because we're going to have some more good stuff for you. So I'm going to say good night to you and see you next time.